Fala galera, bem-vindos ao canal. Mais um vídeo eu tô aqui trazendo pra vocês. Mais um vídeo aí pela Live Gold. Vocês estão vendo aí. Estamos aqui no início aqui. Esse aqui é um jogo do Xbox 360 que é liberado aqui pela retrocompatibilidade, né? Vendo aí mais é um jogo da Square Enix, Conundrum. Até nem da 2012. Não muito antigo não. Vamos ver se a gente tem alguma coisa aqui. Tem subtítulos, beleza. Vamos lá.
Once upon a time. That's how these things usually start, yes? A sister took pity on her brilliant, prolific, and incredible brother. She had somehow gotten it in her head that he might be lonely, or at least that's what she claims. And so, on a perfectly fine, productive Friday afternoon, the sister picked up her son from the Elwood Academy for Boys and dropped the aggravating child off on the brother's doorstep. Now the boy had visited Quadrangle Manor on a few occasions. Each time was complete with a grand entrance from the brother, who was in fact a professor and inventor with a profound and soaring intellect. With each visit, the inventions he exhibited became more slick and cutting edge. The boy eagerly awaited the revealing of the professor's latest contrivance, but this, the most captivating of visits, started a bit differently.
Well, let's see here. If I configure the trans-dimensional velocity regulator at approximately 0.887 microseconds past the... Oh, you're here? I have the most incredible invention to show you this visit. Unfortunately, I'm a bit indisposed at the moment. If you take your luggage into the foyer, I will join you as soon as I can. You confounded machine. What was that? I believe I told you to bring your luggage with you. Apparently children of this generation aren't the best at listening. How entirely frustrating. Oh, good. There should be a safety release for the door up there somewhere. Now, where on earth did I put that? Oh, yes, I'd forgotten. You're not particularly tall, are you? You should be able to use your luggage to give you an extra boost.
Isso é exatamente assim que eu queria deixar.
Wait a minute. Something isn't quite right here. Oh, no, 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 no! Ah!
Bem, é um...
Wait, what just happened? I'm not entirely sure where I am right now. The security uplink on my watch still seems to work, so I can see you and... Hello? You can hear me, right? Jump around a bit if you can. Ah! It seems as if I can still tap into the intercom system. Well, I most certainly can do better than this. Testing, 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 testing. Testing! There. Ha! Much better. Now, what in the world are you doing here? Were you supposed to be here today? No matter. Well, judging from the current underwhelming amount of light in this room, we're still on backup power. My head is killing me. It seems as though I now possess a rather large epidural hematoma. A bump on the head. Do me and yourself a favor and head to the front hall. There's a way to restart the power grid. Last I remember, I was in the new technology sector, and then... I don't know.
Tá, daqui por enquanto aqui a gente tá...
If you head over to my office over on the left, you should be able to restart the Manor's power grid.
Tá, daqui por enquanto a gente consegue...
Throw that switch there. It should be the one. Well, that wasn't as effective as I'd hoped. You'll have to reactivate the generators in each sector in order to lift the current lockdown. Just, take the glove in the box with you. I wish you could see my facial expression right now, as I am not pleased.
Tá, aquela é a aqui. É isso aqui que a gente precisa.
What you are holding is an early prototype of the interdimensional shift device, or IDS device for short. It's one piece of my latest invention that should come in handy. Get it? You know, because it's a glove.
Tá, agora pra onde que a gente vai?
If you can access the generator at the back of each wing, we might be able to lift the lockdown on the rest of the house. It seems as if the breaker did unlock the blue wing. Well, I suppose you should start there first.
O que eu tenho que fazer? Gente, eu me perdi. Tá, Blue Wing. E onde é que é Blue Wing? É pra cá, tá.
There's something I must tell you. My latest invention has required me to make a few adjustments to the house since the last time you barged in. I mean, visited. Now, one of the topics that our family has been studying for several generations are rifts existing between various dimensions. I've been able to develop a power source that will channel enough energy into one of these dimensional rifts that it can be widened enough to travel through.
Como é que a gente vai fazer isso?
The glove controls the power source, which allows you to travel to whichever dimension has rifts in the area. You won't have control over the ability to switch dimensions yet. Just be patient. This door is using one of my inventions, the repetitive, periodic, articulating gruidae. Or a drinking bird, except it's far more advanced. Well, because your glove is an early prototype, it has a few limitations in terms of dimension accessibility and the distance it can be from a receptacle in order to function. This is such an early experiment with dimensional shifting, so I decided to have it triggered remotely with the drinking bird. Instead of operating a door, the bird will trigger a dimensional shift. There's an IDS battery in the machine that will power the dimensions, which in this case is Fluffy Dimension. In addition to Fluffy being embarrassingly adorable, it's also rather useful because everything is 10 times lighter than normal. Though that looks like a regular scale, it is in fact a portable kinetic mass-to-electricity converter. If you place a heavier object on it, it should generate enough power to open the door.
Até aqui tudo bem. Tá meio...
There's that lovely bird again. Sometimes I call him Desmond. Something to note. Since you're holding a version of the IDS device, you, in fact, are not the you in an alternate dimension. Let me try that again. You remain constant, so no matter the dimension, your mass, shape, speed, and trying personality remain the same.
Isso. Nossa, cara. Vamos ver isso aqui. Isso aí.
should throw that IDS battery into the receptacle mounted on the wall.
Onde é que tá?
That receptacle will distribute the power source around the room, allowing you to now use your IDS device to switch dimensions at your leisure.
Legal.
As I mentioned, dimensional rifts in the manner are magnified by the stabilizing energy from the IDS receptacle and batteries. This is what enables you to slip between dimensions when you're wearing the IDS glove.
Tá, agora tô entendendo esse tutorial aqui. Agora a gente pode...
Ah, that's DOLI, Dynamic Object Linear Ligation Interface. To you, a cloning device. I like my house just so. So I decided to add functionality to her to keep everything consistent. I'll need to tune that later.
Ele é pesado, beleza. Pra mim tanto faz aqui o que eu ia botar, se é o cofre, se é a cadeira, o que é.
These are my own particular hybrid beams of carbon dioxide and neodymium dope yttrium aluminum garnet lasers using an alternating ray configuration. Gives them an extra kick.
Agora a gente desliga aqui. Gente, isso aqui é uma coisa de... É tipo assim, um quebra-cabeça, mesmo tempo que quebra-cabeça é...
Unfortunately, the breaking of this glass is a necessary evil. Don't take that as permission to do it elsewhere.
O que é isso aqui? Ah, tá.
Ah, just letting you know that you reset the glass. Thank you.
Tá, entendi agora. Entendi o que eu tenho que fazer. Vamos subir por aqui. Gente, como é que eu reseto o... Tá, entendi. Ele vai ficar em cima da plataforma. Isso que é bem como o Turing Test. Isso aí, porque aí tem que ficar apertado ali. Isso aí. Agora entendi. Porque cada cor deve fazer alguma coisa aqui.
Oh, that creature there is an interdimensional kinetic entity, or height.
Ah, lindo. Ah, tá pingando, não é? Tá aí, agora passamos aqui. Tá, descobriu pra que serve a primeira...
Stop for a minute and take a look at the painting. The machine I referred to as Dolly started out as a simple metal forge that had been in the family since medieval times.
Ah, ele foi aperfeiçoando.
In case you're wondering, you turned on a fan. Please say that you don't need me to explain that to you.
Ah, legal. Falta mais um.
Standard issue conveyor belts. Sometimes laziness should be indulged. So, I haven't discussed my location a whole lot, but it seems as if I'm in some sort of limbo. I think I may explore a bit and see what turns up.
Enquanto ele explora lá, a gente vai... Continua aqui, por enquanto esquece que a gente pega aqui.
Well, now you're just crying out for attention.
Isso. Gente, as coisas que até que são relativamente inteligentes. Eu quero ver na hora que começar a segunda cor. Ah, entendi. Eu não posso... Tá. Ah, sim.
This room often gets rather sweltering in the summertime. Air circulation is very important.
A gente vai cá pra cima. É, quebra-cabeça bem inteligente, gente. Vai fazendo aqui, já temos.
That still completely baffles me.
É, não deu certo. A gente começa onde que a gente parou. Caraca, cara. O negócio é mira. Vamos lá. Eu vou fazer isso aqui só pra terminar. Isso aí. Tá doido, gente. Não, é interessante, cara. Isso aqui é um labirinto. Por enquanto a gente só tá usando o que ele chama de...
This is one of the animals that Dolly cloned to rather, well, intriguing results.
Não dá certo.
Ah, you've moved on to a part of the manor where another type of dimensional rift is accessible. This is the gravid Wolfram dimension, or heavy for short. This dimension is in direct opposition to the fluffy dimension and will make things 10 times heavier.
É legal. Nossa.
Now just imagine how long it took me to lay all that out. Be careful. I'd help you, but I've honestly forgotten which dolly is hooked up to which power converter.
Tá.
Onto a part of the manor where another type of dimensional rift is accessible. This is the Gravid-Wolfram dimension, or heavy for short. This dimension is in direct opposition to the fluffy dimension and will make things 10 times heavier.
Já tem que ser aqui. Deixa aqui. Tem dois aqui.
Now just imagine how long it took me to lay all that out. Be careful. He's a bit on the shy side. Give him some time to get used to it.
Como é que eu faço isso aqui? Bem, gente, depois eu vou descobrir isso aqui. Se vocês gostaram, deixa o like, se inscreve no canal. Até a próxima com mais vídeos. Valeu!